And Nick Offerman is the actor, not the character. Yeah, but the character name is escaping me. I'm not familiar with the show, so I'm not really familiar with the character name. Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson's the guy's name. It's funny how the brain works. Welcome to Whiskey as a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano, and in today's journey, we're going to do some island hopping again. We're going to get away from the Isle of Arran and the Loch Ranza distillery, and we're going to head back to Islay. And this time, we're going to be taking a look at Lagavulin 11. This is the new Nick Offerman edition, the charred oak cask. So let's go ahead and pour it, nose it, taste it, and talk about it. All right, so with this one, we're looking at an age statement. Again, my Monday videos are a series of age-dated single malt scotches. I started out with the Wee Beastie 5-year, and we're going to work our way up the age scale of my collection. Today, we're looking at Lagavulin 11 years. This is coming in at 46% ABV. It is or is not chill filtered, and it is or is not using a E150A or some variant of that. I'm not too sure. Doesn't say anything about it on the label, so I just have to assume that they are chill filtering it, and I have to assume that they are putting some E150 in it. But then again, they might not be because it is at 46%, and I think the 46% ABV is the magic number where they don't chill filter. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and get into the nosing on this one. This is a peated Islay whiskey, and there are different levels or different types of peat. We have the meaty, savory side of the peat, and then we have the medicinal iodine, tarish kind of nose. I think this one falls squarely in between. It's not the meaty, savory, but it's also not that over iodine, over medicinal. It's right there in the middle. Back behind the peat, we do have a sweetness, a charred pineapple sweetness. It's not overly sweet. If you guys have ever cooked pineapple, or at least it's been my experience, when you cook pineapple, some of the sweetness of the pineapple diminishes. It doesn't go away completely, but it does lower a little bit. This is not overly sweet, but I do get a charred pineapple sweetness to it. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and this is coming in at $104, and I picked it up at Total Wine & More. After a couple of nosings, the peat does fall away a little bit. It's always there, but it does fall away a little bit. Let's go ahead and taste it. The first sip matches the nose. I don't get medicinal, and I don't get the overly smoky. It's smack dab in the middle. I do get the charred grilled pineapple, which is giving me the sweetness. Second sip. That second sip, a little bit more char comes out. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of the campfire smoke, and now an overcooked pineapple. So the sweetness is still there. I really do like this a lot. The further along I get into my journey, I'm starting to notice that I'm really enjoying peated whiskeys, whether they're American single malts that are peated, whether they're Scotch peated, some of the Irish peated. Everything peated nowadays to me tastes pretty good. Let's get into another sip before I add the water. Yep, everything is still there. Finish is rather long, and I do believe finishes with peated whiskeys are rather long. You have that smoky flavor in your mouth for quite a long time. All right, let's go ahead and add some water to this and then start talking a little bit about the whiskey itself. Doing my aged statements, working up from 5 to, I believe, is going to be 25, from 5 to 25. I could have thrown in a few different Lagavulins. There's a new 12-year that just came out, the special release for the Diageo 2022 limited editions, or special editions. I could have done the 16 or the 8, but I chose to do the new Nick Offerman edition just because it's one of the newer lineups, and I had a space in my age statements to throw in an 11. Now, as I was talking about, this is the Nick Offerman edition. This is the third bottling in the collaborative effort. The newest release is finished in charred, recharred American and European oak barrels. I do believe the barrels are from ex-bourbon and red wine casks. So I believe the ex-bourbon will be the American, and then the red wine cask will be the European oak. And apparently the process is they shave down the staves, they rechar them, assemble the barrel, and then put the spirit in, and then they go ahead and age it for 11 years. They take it from the sherry barrel, the red wine barrel, and the ex-bourbon barrel, and they blend it together to give us the charred oak. The second release I do not have. This one was finished in the Guinness barrels. The first edition came in at $100. I picked this one up at a local liquor store, and the majority of the local liquor stores that are around me, they mark the prices up quite a bit. And I have not seen the Guinness one in any of the liquor stores around me. The original release was back in 2019. The Guinness one was in 2021, and then this one was released in 2022. So as I'm sitting here and nosing this, I don't pick up any major changes. The smoke is still there. The sweetness is still there. Charred pineapple is still there. Subdued just a little bit, but nothing significant. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Yeah, everything's still the same. Pretty consistent. If I had to give this one word, it would definitely be consistent. From the initial nosing, to the pour, to the water, to the nosing again, and then the second tasting with the water. Consistent. Well-rounded. Nothing surprising. And nothing more to say. So let's go ahead and get on to the rating system. If you're new to the channel, my rating system is out of 5 stars. I'm definitely a peat monster. I like peated whiskeys. I gave the Wee Beastie 5-year 4 stars. I'm definitely liking this one a little bit more than the Wee Beastie. It seems to be a little bit more cohesive. It seems to be one type of whiskey. The Wee Beastie kind of put me in 2 different directions. It was almost like it was 2 different types of whiskey. This one, as consistent it is, as well-rounded it is, I'm going to give this one 4.25. 4.25 is what I'm going to give this because it's very good. I like it a lot. Nick Offerman, again, is part of the Parks and Rec crew, and apparently he had a thing with Lagavulin in the show. I have to admit, I've never seen it. I've maybe seen 2 or 3 clips from it just because I was doing this review, but I'm unfamiliar with the character on Parks and Rec. And Nick Offerman is the actor, not the character. Yeah, but the character name is escaping me. I'm not familiar with the show, so I'm not really familiar with the character name. Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson's the guy's name. It's funny how the brain works. All right, so that's pretty much what I have to say about this one. 4.25, pretty good score for me. When I first had this, I had it with a steak. Like it's recommended to be with a steak, and it was exceptional. Well, actually, I take that back. It wasn't a steak. It were smoked ribs, smoked barbecue ribs, and it was phenomenal. So if you're looking for a good smoky whiskey to pair up with your steak or pair up with some barbecue, give this one a shot. I liked it very much, 4.25. That's all I got to say. Enjoy your journey. We'll see you guys next time with the Bunnahabhain 12. Let's go ahead and go with that one next time. Hope you guys join me. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. If you're familiar with Lagavulin 11, any of the Nick Offerman editions, let me know down below what you guys think. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like this information, go ahead and give me a like and go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. That's where I'm going to leave it. Enjoy your journey. See you guys next time. Bye.